like to highlight my under eyes. I keep my extra skincare and beauty products in these. Okay guys, I'm done. That actually didn't take me quite as long as I thought it would. We're gonna rock them. We're gonna try for Girl Intensify Me eyeliner. I had a really hard time working. I still can't get it open. Hi friends, today we're gonna be filming my favorite type of video. We are gonna do a TJMaxx haul, full face of makeup. So I got all this stuff from TJMaxx almost 2 weeks ago, and I am just now filming it, and obviously you're just now seeing it, and it has been so hard for me to not dig into this bag of goodies. So without any further fanfare, you know the drill. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell right next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos. If you like seeing these kinds of videos, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get started. So I already have primer on my skin. I didn't pick up a primer, however, I was very excited to find this Becca Skin Love. So while I'm getting this out, I almost bought this foundation on, I want to say QVC or HSN, one of the two, and I ended up picking up a different product. So I picked this up for $7. Now as I go along, I'll put the retail prices up on the screen so you guys can see the savings, and that way if you want to go out and check your local store to see if you find any gems, you can maybe pick up some of these same products. So what I love about this product is just the type of packaging it's in. I love when there's a squeezy tube with a pump for foundation. I don't know, I just think it's so fun. And hopefully I picked up a foundation match. Shake it up a little bit. So all of these products today are new to me. I haven't used any of them except the lashes. Actually, now that I see them sitting here, I have used the lashes. All of these are first impressions for me, and we're gonna try them out together. All right, so for a sponge, if you watched my Marshalls haul, I'll link it down below. I found these Cream Shop beauty sponges that I have been meaning to try, but I figured I would wait until a video so I could try them out with you guys. So this looks like it's a fairly good match for me. If you watched my Tarte Beauty Kit video, the last makeup video I posted, I was very orange in that one, so this is much better. And I think I forgot to tell you guys, this is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation, which is in the shade Driftwood. So this I'm liking. It's going on pretty easily. It's giving me a nice coverage. So definitely a good find. All right, so for concealer, I found this bareMinerals Correcting Concealer for $4.50. And it is in the shade Light 1. So hopefully this matches. I gotta figure out which little brush I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna go ahead and in with this foundation brush just to put it on, and I think I'm still gonna try to blend it out with the sponge, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you guys can see the top of my hair. I've got like a bewitched look going on right now. I don't know what I think. Tell me what you think. Love it, hate it, indifferent. So I'm just gonna get this on. Try and use this teeny tiny little mirror. And then we will blend it out, I think, with the sponge. So it looks like it's a good shade because, as you know, I like to wear a lighter shade in concealer so I can get a light bright under eye. Okay, so we've got that on. Looks a little crazy right now, but let's go back in, and I kind of probably got too much foundation on the part I'm supposed to use, so we're gonna use the other side and make this work. So I'm liking this so far. I really like the shade, how it matches with this foundation. I've never used a bareMinerals concealer before, and so far I seem to be liking it. So that just gives me some light bright under eyes. You can see the lightness down my face. We're not doing too bad so far. So for powder, I don't have a separate under eye powder from my overall face powder. We're just gonna use one product. I found the Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. This has an SPF in it, and this is in the shade MC1, maybe? I think MC1. I haven't opened any of these, and if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I am terrible at opening things. I really wanted this to be a good day. This is going pretty well so far. So let's just, oh, this was $3.99. Let's get the tag off. Ha! I did it. See if we can keep it up though. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in. It does have a little compact with one of these, but who really uses these? I used to. I don't tend to anymore, but sometimes. So I'm just gonna go in with, I dropped it, a big brush. I'm gonna go in kind of light under my under eyes because I don't really want to darken them now that I got them lightened with the concealer. So I'm just gonna go in pretty light there just to set those in. And then I'll get a little bit more on my brush to go all over my face, give myself a little bit more tint. I actually, when I was shopping, I was just picking up some beauty products and I was about to check out and I was like, oh my gosh, I have almost a full face. I bet I should do this as a video. So I went back and I had to find like 2 more things, and one of them was a powder, and I found this one. I was excited. I think the other thing I had to find was a concealer. So I was able to find both of those. And here we are making a video. All right, so that set down nicely. I'm liking the way this looks so far. So for brow products, I realized I didn't have a brow product. However, I wanted to make it work with something that I did buy. So I found this Gellar Red Carpet Ready palette. And guys, this was only $3. Can't really beat that. I've seen this palette a lot. I feel like Gellar is sometimes underappreciated. I do find her palettes quite often at TJMaxx. I see her highlighters there quite a bit. So this has a Moon Dust Illuminator, a soft petal eyeshadow, and a purple Haze eyeshadow right here. Now what I'm gonna try to do, hopefully this doesn't go badly. This purple Haze eyeshadow is pretty brown. So I'm actually gonna go in with a brow brush and see if I can just darken my brows a little bit. I don't need anything too distinct today for my brows. So I'm just gonna see if I can make this work. It's always fun to get creative with your products so that if you're traveling, you can make things multi-use, or if you forget a product or you run out of something. So we're gonna hope this doesn't make my eyes too purpley, my eyebrows, because I didn't swatch it, I didn't do anything yet. But it is okay. I can see a little bit of a purple tint, but nothing that's gonna look weird, I don't think. So I'm just giving them a nice little fill in, kind of in the places where my brows are sparse. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow and we'll just keep moving right along. Easy breezy on those brows. It doesn't look too bad. Something to consider, just grab a brown shadow out of any palette and you can fill in those sparse areas on your eyebrows. So for an eyeshadow palette, I tried a palette which I'm actually surprised I've never tried before. It is a Drugstore palette. I love Drugstore products. This is the Graffiti Nudes by Maybelline. So I did look this up. I tried to make sure I was looking at products that are still available that you guys can get either online or in stores. And this is showing still available through Maybelline's website. It might still be in drugstores too, I'm not actually sure. So this is definitely a more dramatic type look. Lots of beautiful colors. It comes with one of these. I never tend to use these. However, this is a nice sturdy one. So I'll give it that, but we're just gonna go in with our brushes. So it does have a mix of different shimmers and matte shades, lots of dramatic colors, so it's probably gonna be a pretty dramatic eye look today. We'll see what we can come up with. I also, spoiler alert, have a topper that is gonna go on this that's kind of a black sparkle. So I have to do something that's gonna work with that. So we're actually gonna get kind of dramatic in the crease and just go for it. So we're gonna go right in with this bright pink. I mean, cause why not? It probably doesn't match my yellow that well. This doesn't have a mirror, so that's one thing that's unfortunate. I'm just going to use my nice little Gellar mirror, and we're gonna put this bright pink right there in the crease. We are going bold today, because why not? So this is coming off very pigmented, which I'm happy about because I want that bright pink to pop once we get that really bright topper on it. So very bright. Now I'm just gonna go in a little bit of this shimmer brown shadow to go on my lid, but most of that is going to be covered by the topper. So I'm just putting a little something on here to give it a base that we can cover it with. Okay, so as you can see, I did come out a little further than I normally do because we have falsies we're gonna go in with today. So the falsies will just pull it all together and it won't look quite as crazy. So definitely excited to play with more of these colors. I know I only used basically the pink, but I did like it. It went on really well and I didn't really have any fallout on the palette. So that's great. So next we have the Too Faced Twinkle Twinkle Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Licorich. I don't know about you, but I love liquid eyeshadows. These shimmer ones are so fun. I got a Stila one recently that was bubblegum pink in my Marshalls haul that I played with. But this is what this looks like. Beautiful packaging. A nice little doe foot. And we're just gonna put this right on top of the lid. So we'll see how thick this goes on or not. Woo! Yes. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing we didn't do too crazy of a look under it, or else it would not have gone well. Oh my goodness. Whew. We're gonna need to fix that. So if no one ever told you, if you get eye products somewhere you don't want them, let it dry and then fix it. If you try to fix it when it's wet, it's just gonna go everywhere. Okay, so this is not exactly quite what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be more glitter and less black. It's very black with a little bit of shimmer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and blend out those stark crease areas, and we're gonna try to fix this up a little bit. Because as you can see, it's pretty stark, and I want that to blend a lot more nicely. So I'm just kind of blending some of that into the crease, and it's gonna look a lot more put together. All right, so I got this one fixed up. As you can see, as I'm blending, I'm pulling it a little bit out into the V. I didn't want to do that with the applicator because I knew it would be just stark and kind of crazy. So I'm doing it with this so that it's a softer line out into the V with the pink and the black. And then when we put those lashes on, it'll pull it all together. So before moving on to our lashes, I'm going to pull a little bit of the pink and the darker color that we used and just smudge them under my lower lash line to pull the look together. So for lashes, I got the Ardelle Demi Wispies. These are drugstore staple. There's 5 lashes in here. I got these for $10, so pretty good price. You can find these at your normal drugstore, at Walmart. They're a very good brand in my opinion. I think they're easy to apply, which is good for me that I don't wear them all the time, so I'm not as awesome as other people you're gonna see, but they're pretty easy for me. So I'm just gonna use my little applicator that's also Ardelle that I got on my Marshalls haul if you watched that, and my handy dandy duo glue. You can get at any drugstore. Don't forget when you're applying your lashes to let that glue sit for like 30 seconds. You want it to be tacky. You don't want it to be too liquidy or else it won't stick well to your eyes. Get these on. These are a great just everyday lash. They're not overly dramatic. They're not so heavy on the eyes that they are hard to wear for long periods of time, so I really like that. So of course we want to blend the falsies with my lashes and do my lower lashes. So I found this Laura Gellar, once again, Lashbox Max mascara for $4. I have never tried one of their mascaras. So here is the packaging. And I did look at the applicator, just looks like a pretty basic applicator. I'm hoping this little tip is going to be good for my lower lashes. But let's get these falsies blended. So those blended in really nicely on the top lashes. Now let me see how, I'd actually turn it this way. Get those little baby lashes down there. Woo! I do like that tip for the bottom lashes, especially in the inner corners. It's grabbing my little baby lashes really well. Very last step to finish up the eyes, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this highlighter color and put that in my brow bone and my inner corners just to polish it off. Sometimes I wait to do this until after my falsies are on, just because I don't want them to get the white highlighter on them. But sometimes I forget and I just put them on and we're just careful. Now the interesting story about my bronzer and blush highlighter is I have a highlighter right here, but that's all I have. So I found a naked skin palette that I was so excited about, but it was in one of the cases and it was like $5. So I took it to checkout, but always check your makeup, even if it's in those cases. Please check your makeup when you're buying them at TJMaxx and Marshalls. And I asked the nice woman at the cash register to check it for me. And when we opened it, it was one of the pans was shattered and the rest had all been swatched. So I just asked her to take it off my order and I didn't get it. But what I realized is I didn't have any backup bronzer or blush. So I should have brought some with me in case that was shattered, so I didn't. So I am going to go on real quick. I'm just gonna put on a bronzer blush and we're gonna come back and jump right into highlighter. So I just went back in with my favorite Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer and blush, and we're gonna dive right in back to the TJMaxx makeup. So I'm going to pull the Moon Dust Illuminator from here in the Laura Gellar palette. I've been using this giant fan brush as my highlighter brush recently, and this looks like it's definitely a stark white, and I usually use more of a golden tone highlight, so we're gonna be kind of careful. But I do usually like her highlighters, so I don't remember if I've used this one or not, but that is definitely going on really nice, picking up the light. Not too white like I was worried about. It's blending in very nicely to my blush bronzer combo. Let's get a little on this side. So you can see that. Not quite as glowing. You know, we're not glowing to Mars here, but definitely nice. Get a little down the nose on my Cupid's bow. So. Definitely not bad, especially for $3 for this whole product. The other two being those eyeshadows I'll have to try out sometime. So last but not least, we have lips. So if you're not familiar with Bite Beauty, I absolutely love them. You can usually find their stuff at TJMaxx quite often. And I found this Amuse-Bouche liquefied lip with resveratrol for $3.50. So you can't beat that. I was able to find a lot of clearance products, and I found definitely this very dramatic red. But I knew we were going to be doing a nighttime eye look, so I figured a red would finish it off. Look how that is. This also smells like peppermint, which I really like. Bite Beauty is a really good natural brand, so their products are always really good for you as well, which I definitely love. So let's see how this goes on. So this is definitely a little bit far outside my comfort zone. Definitely would be great for fall. It's a really vampy dark look. Definitely would be good if you're going out for a really fancy dinner or club night. And I will definitely put how it wears down below in the description box because I've never tried their liquid lipsticks before, so this is going to be new to me. So I'm excited to see. I did see a few different colors there, so definitely might be able to find some at your store. Go check them out. Alright guys, so I didn't get a setting spray. I'm just going to top it with one of my own, but how do you like the look? I hope you like it. I hope you can go to TJ Maxx, find some products yourself. This was definitely a more dramatic look that I'm used to. It's going to be fun just wearing it around the house for the rest of the night, but hey, you can always be dramatic for no reason, right? So thanks for sticking around and having fun with me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me do my full face of TJ Maxx makeup, and I'll see you next time. Bye!